Despite Real Madrid beating Barcelona 2-1 and moving 5 points clear at the top of La Liga, Vinicius Jr. has cast doubt over his future at the Bernabeu following his furious reaction to being substituted. That means we brought in the Chief correspondent Kaveh Solokol is here. Why has he thrown his toys out the pram?
Well, look, I think a lot of it has to do with respect. He feels that he is not being respected by his new head coach, Xabi Alonso. Look, ever since Xabi Alonso arrived at Real Madrid in the summer, he's kind of sent signals to Vinicius Jr. that Vinicius Jr. may not be his kind of player. That is what the player feels. For whatever reason, he is sitting there thinking, a lot of the time when I play, he takes me off. 3 times, I haven't even started. I've been on the substitutes bench. Now, they've had clear the air talks last month. I think Vinicius Jr. has changed his game a little bit. He's working harder defensively. He's added that to his game as well. But for whatever reason, he still feels that he is not getting the trust and respect that he deserves from his head coach. Now, the way you're looking at me, I know you're thinking you have to earn that trust and you have to earn that respect by how you perform. But I thought there were pretty ugly scenes yesterday towards the end of the Clásico. 18 minutes to go, he was substituted, and you could see clearly how annoyed he was. And as he was walking towards his head coach, he said, me, always me. I'm leaving the team. It's better that I go.
Wow. All right, so we've got a top player and a top manager. Which one's the club backing?
Well, at the moment, Real Madrid are backing Xabi Alonso. They totally back him. They believe in him. They believe in what he's doing. And why wouldn't you, after the way Real Madrid played against Barcelona? They feel that the player just has to fall into line. They know he's one of the best players in the world. He almost famously won the Ballon d'Or. Of course, he didn't, because Rodri beat him to it. He didn't take that particularly well. And he just has to get to grips with the fact that he is not the star of the show. There's Kylian Mbappe, there's Jude Bellingham as well. He just has to accept the fact that however great a player he is, the bottom line is he is still a team player. So Real Madrid are backing Xabi Alonso. And for his part, Xabi Alonso is being very, very conciliatory, because he's tried to downplay this whole spat by saying, look, players are players. They're always unhappy when they're substituted. It's not a big deal. But the media in Spain, and especially in Madrid, are making this a very, very big deal, because they're saying at the moment the relationship between the player and the head coach is at rock bottom. OK, so if Vinicius Jr. was to go, what are his options? I don't think he's got very many options. I mean, a player of that quality? The problem is he's such a good player and he earns so much money. There are very, very few clubs who could afford the overall package to sign him. Now, I think he's just got over 18 months left on his contract. He's out of contract in the summer of 2027. There have been lots of talks that he's going to sign a new contract at Real Madrid. That hasn't happened yet. And for the past 1 or 2 years, there has been an incessant drip of stories coming out of Saudi Arabia that Saudi Arabian clubs like Al Ahly want to sign him. Talk of a transfer fee of £300 million, world record transfer fee. Talk of giving him a contract worth about £3 million a week. No. Which is about 10 times what he earns at the moment at Real Madrid. A week. I would take those reports with a pinch of salt, because speaking to some people I speak to in Saudi Arabia, they say the numbers that are often quoted are exaggerated. But if he was ever to want to go to Saudi Arabia, make no mistake, Saudi Pro League would love to have him. He fits exactly the profile of player they're looking for. Who knows? For instance, in a couple of years, if Cristiano Ronaldo retires, he is the kind of player they would want in Saudi Arabia. But I think at the moment, it's still more likely that he extends his contract. Although something needs to happen pretty soon, because in 18 months, he could walk away from Real Madrid for nothing. Yeah. Just over 18 months. Yeah. You said earlier, he's not the star of the show. They've got Kylian Mbappe. They've got Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, the match winner yesterday. How much, given how he seems to be surplus to requirements for England, did he need that? Very good point you make. I thought The way he's played, the way he's reacted since he was dropped, in his words, from the England squad has been brilliant. He scored the winning goal against Juventus in the Champions League. He set up a goal against Barcelona. He also scored a goal as well. I really like the way he celebrated his goal as well. Some people will not like that celebration. They will say, look, he's being arrogant. Why doesn't he celebrate properly with the rest of his team? But you know what? He's a world-class player. He's allowed to be arrogant. I've had the pleasure of watching him on a few occasions when he plays for England. He's an absolutely incredible player. I think it would be unthinkable for Thomas Tuchel to go to a World Cup without one of the greatest players England have ever produced. We just have to wait and see whether he's back in the England squad next month.
That is a conversation for another day, which we will have. Kaveh Solokol, our chief correspondent. Thank you very much, Kaveh.